what a fellowship. Oh, what a fellowship. What a joy divine. Leaning on the everlasting arms. What a blessedness. What a peace is mine. Leaning on the everlasting arms. Leaning. Oh, I'm safe and secure from all alarm. Leaning on the everlasting arms. Oh, how sweet, oh, how sweet to walk in this pilgrim way, leaning on the everlasting arms. Oh, how bright the path grows from day to day, leaning on the everlasting arms. Oh, I'm leaning, safe and secure from all alarm. Leaning on the everlasting arms. What have I to dread? What have I to fear? Leaning on the everlasting arms. I have blessed peace with my Lord so near, leaning on the everlasting arms. Sing it out. I'm leaning, safe and secure from all alarm. Leaning on the everlasting arms. Sing that chorus again. Oh, I'm leaning, safe and secure from all alarm. Leaning on the everlasting arms. Let's sing that third verse again. Just let those classic, old, inspired lyrics sink down deep into today's situation. Whatever you find yourselves in the middle of today, the answer's in that verse. What do we really have to dread? What do we have to fear? With the blessed peace of our Father so close to us. Sing that, Hannah, please. What have I to dread? What have I to fear? Leaning on the everlasting arms. I have blessed peace with my Lord so near, leaning on the everlasting arms. Oh, I'm safe and secure, safe and secure from all alarm. Leaning on the everlasting arms. Beautiful.
Praise God. It's good. Praise Jesus.
Holy Spirit. Oh, Holy Spirit, you are welcome here. Come flood this place and fill the atmosphere. Your glory, God, is what our hearts long for. To be overcome by your presence, Lord. Just allow yourself to become a vessel of His presence this morning. Allow your room to become a sanctuary of His presence this morning. Just yield yourself perfectly to Him, to His perfect will, and just to know that He's as close as the skin on your bones. Just welcome the presence of the Lord this morning. Welcome the presence of the Lord. Holy Spirit, we just open the doors of our hearts to you. We open the doors of our souls to you, Lord, realizing there is nothing worth more, nothing that can touch the value of knowing that you are with us, of knowing that you are here, of knowing that you're so very close to us, Lord. So Holy Spirit, come. Holy Spirit, come. Make Him welcome in your home. Lift your hands. Jesus. The Spirit of God, come. Anything in my mind, anything in my will, anything that's operating right now in me that's contrary to your Spirit, Lord, it has to go. It has to go so that the King of Glory can come in. So that the King of Glory can fill your vessel this morning. Just empty yourself so that He can fill you. Empty yourself so that He can fill you. The very presence of the Lord. Invite Him to come this morning. Just say, Holy Spirit, come. Just say, Holy Spirit, come. Yes, 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 yes. Invite Him to come. Just put yourself in a position to value His presence above all things, above everything else. It's His presence. Just like the children of Israel, we're choosing this morning just to camp around the manifest presence of God. His presence. Set up your camp around His presence this morning. We welcome you, Lord. Oh, Holy Spirit, you are welcome here. Come flood this place and fill the atmosphere. It's your glory, God, that our hearts long for, to be overcome by your presence, Lord. I need you more than yesterday. I need you more than words can say. I need you more than ever before. I need you more. I need you, Lord. I need you more than yesterday. I need you, Lord. More than words can say. I need you more than ever before. I need you, Lord. I need you, Lord.
More than the air I breathe, more than the song I sing, more than the next heartbeat,
More than anything, and Lord, as time goes by,
I will be by your side.
'cause I never want to go back to my old life. I need you more than yesterday. I need you
Yes,
more than words can say. I need you more than ever before. I need you more. I need you more. Just give the Lord praise this morning. Worship Him out of your need for Him this morning. Yes, Lord. More than the air I breathe, more than the song I sing,
more than the next heartbeat,
more than anything. And Lord, as time goes by, I will be by your side. 'Cause I never want to go back to my old life. I need you more than yesterday. I need you more than words can say. I need you more I need thee. Oh, I need thee every hour. Every hour I need thee. Bless me now. Oh, bless me now, my Savior. I come to thee. I need thee. Oh, I need thee. Oh, I need thee. Every hour I need thee. Oh, bless me now, my Savior. I come to thee. Have the elements of communion. This is a perfect atmosphere just to take the bread and the juice. And just one word this morning as we minister communion, to remember what the apostle said, doing this in remembrance of the Lord. Do this in remembrance of his sacrifice. Do this in remembrance of his broken body and his shed blood. There's one word that keeps coming up over and over and over again this morning. And that word is fascination. Let us never lose our utter fascination with what the Lord has done for us. The part that boggles our minds, the part that we just simply are overwhelmed by, to think how perfect and how pure and how personal his sacrifice was. That through the most brutal of deaths, yet through the most glorious of resurrections, that our salvation was bought and paid for. That a life with him, both now and in eternity forever, is paid for through the shed blood and the broken body of the Lord. How can we not be totally fascinated by it? May it never lose the sense that it just overcomes who we are, and we become so familiar with it that we're no longer in awe when we look at these elements to think of what they totally represent. That we would lose that fascination, that we would lose the sense and the awareness that what this truly means. 2,000 years ago, a price was paid by a perfect lamb for us. For us.
Yes.
We, our salvation. So take the bread, whatever you're using this morning, raise it up like this, and say, Father, with this bread,
With this bread,
I recognize
I recognize
the broken body
the broken body
of Jesus Christ,
of Jesus Christ,
broken for me.
broken for me.
May I never lose fascination
May I never lose fascination
with this magnificent gift.
With this
with this
magnificent
magnificent
gift.
gift.
Thank you, Lord.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Jesus.
Let's take of the bread. And we take the juice, the cup, fruit of the vine, symbolizing perfect blood. Symbolizing blood that did a job that no other blood could do. And we just raise up this juice and this cup and we say, Lord,
Lord,
this represents perfect blood,
this represents perfect blood,
never touched by sin,
never touched by sin,
yet completely empowered
yet completely empowered.
completely empowered.
to offer grace,
To offer grace,
forgiveness,
Forgiveness,
healing,
healing,
power
power
into my life.
into my life.
I thank you, Lord.
I thank you, Lord.
Thank you, Lord.
Thank you, Lord.
Thank you,
I
Lord.
take of the juice representing the blood of the Lamb. If we can just sing that beautiful chorus of I Need You More one more time. Because if you took of that communion this morning, you know what it's like to need the Lord. You know what it's like to need His blood to be applied to your life. You know what it's like to depend upon His broken body. You know what that's like. And you also know what the redeemed life is like. And what it's like just to find your place anew and afresh every morning, to where you just have such a sense of urgency to know that He's there, to know that His presence is there. And there's nothing better to symbolize that than this great chorus. Sing, Hannah, more than the air. More than the air I breathe. Yeah. It's everything to us. More than the song I sing. More than the next heartbeat. More than anything. More than anything. And Lord, as time goes by, I will be by your side. 'Cause I never want to go back to my old life. I need you more than yesterday. I need you more. More than words can say. I need you more than ever before. I need you, Lord. I need you, Lord. I need you, Lord. I need you, Lord. Say amen to that this morning.
Praise
Amen.
Jesus.
Amen.
Praise Jesus.